And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Today I'm talking about Reels and Deals, and this is a game in which you make your own movies, which is a theme that's interesting, even though in this game they're parodies of movies and characters, but that's okay. As you can see, it's in one of these boxes. I hate these kind of boxes because you have to slide the cards out. Sliding them out's not a problem. It's getting them back in and then getting the rules on top of them. I've already ripped the box trying to do it. Well, again, not a big deal because I don't plan on keeping the game. Reels and Deals sounds like an interesting game. In this game, players are taking scripts. For example, here's an action script that's MI7. It's a feature script, and it needs one mega director, one star actor or actress, two actors or actresses, and one enhancer. And it will give me $20 if I get so. Now, the game keeps track of players' money, which is in dollars, and in players' points. Unfortunately, to do that, you need a pen and paper. They don't come with the game. I have to say right there, that's something I'm not fond of, the fact that I have to keep track of money with pen and paper. It just, I don't know. I just don't feel it. I know that they're saving money on the cards, but it just doesn't work. However, the game itself sounds interesting. In the game, you'll have there's different cards that stand for actors and actresses. This is Wes Hypes rather than Wesley Snipes, and you can hire him for $4 or sell him for $4. And there's different kinds of cards. On a player's turn, they have different actions that they can take on their turn. They can draw more cards at the end of their turn if they want to. Otherwise, you're going to be forced to do that eventually. They can sell actors to the middle of the table for their selling price, and they can hire actors from the middle of the table. However, if they hire them, there's an auction that goes back and forth. And I'll tell you, if there's anything more annoying than an auction, it's using an auction to get people when it comes off of pen and paper. It just doesn't have the same feeling. All right, I've complained about the pen and paper used to keep track of money. The game is not about getting money, although at the end of the game, each dollar that you have is worth a point, rather than it's about completing these scripts. To complete a script, I need to get the cards in my hand to complete the script. Once I get these cards in my hand, let's say I have Wes Hypes in my hand, I can pay $4 and put him down in front of me. And once I have enough cards in front of me, I then can complete the movie. I add up all the points. For example, Wes Hypes here, he adds 15 to a drama, 15 to an action movie, or 15 to a comedy movie. But he can't be put in a film that has any other star actor or star actress, because according to this guy's ego so big, he just doesn't fit in any other movie or with anybody else. And each person has their own special abilities that you can put in. Here's Kimberly Bass and Emma Branson, and I like this one, Sam Blank, the guy who's just in the movie to get killed. He adds nothing to your movie, but he's someone that you can stick in just to meet the requirements. The game is over once someone completes 2 movies or 2 scripts, and that's it. I mean, it goes pretty quickly, and I want to say that there's different strategies to the game. In one sense, you can buy and sell actors and actresses and such, and to the point where all you're doing is collecting money and hoping that you have enough money for points. But you're better off trying to complete these scripts, because if you get this script, for example, this MI7 script is worth 15 points, and if I have, for example, Emma Branson and Kimberly Bass in action movies, well, together they add 5 points, which isn't much. But if it was a drama, they would add 15 points, both of them put together. And there's just different ways you can get a pretty cool combo. The game is interesting. Making these movies, getting these characters, I like the artwork. I think the names are funny. The idea is interesting, buying and selling actors and actresses. And while the bidding wars makes a little bit of sense, it kind of clogs down the game. But still, not so bad. I like so many actions you get per turn. You can use them to draw cards, play cards, start auctions, etc. Where the game messes up is the fact that even though there's lots of actors and actresses in the game, there's lots of these producer cards. And these producer cards simply just randomly do good things for you or bad things to another player. Draw 3 cards, everyone else gets 1 card. For every actress or director on your board that has 3 or less, you get $2. But there's quite a few that give you money, and there's also several that just affect other players. Here, everyone else is to give me a card from their hand. Here, I just get $10 for playing the card. I can play one on someone else that basically says they can't release their movie. And these cards just add such a degree of chaos to the game that when it comes down to it, the game is determined by whoever draws the best cards, and you get good combos. There's really no, oh, look at the cool combo I pulled off. No, it's, oh, you got lucky. You got that combo. And all that together just really, this game felt really flat for me. I didn't like having to mark everything down on paper all the time. That's a real pain in the neck. I didn't like bidding with paper, fake, invisible money. The buying and selling of actors sounds good, but selling actors was worth almost no money at all. You're better off just taking cards that give you money, these producer cards that give you money, or selling a card for $1 a piece, Junko ones. The auctions were they weren't tense. They just weren't there at all. I was very uninspired by the game. Some people wouldn't like the parody, the actors not being real names. I don't mind that. And it's kind of funny in some respects. But I never felt like I was making a movie. I never felt like, oh, look at these actors, I put together a movie. I just thought, I got these actors, finally, I got this movie together. Why have I drawn a card now 10 times in a row? I need a feature actor, and I haven't drawn one yet. What do I do? No one else is throwing one out in the middle for money. How can I even bid on one? And it's just, the game was more stressful and annoying. And since I can't fit it back in a box without a pain in the neck, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to set it aside over here and not play the game again and just get rid of it somehow, because it just really wasn't that good of a game. So Reels and Deals, I'm sorry, 2 thumbs down.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.